Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Boxer boxing. Now, man, Deontay Wilder has some big words to say. He says, when I knock Joshua out, British boom will decline. So basically, he's talking about if he stops Anthony Joshua, that the British boxing will decline completely. And I'm not too sure if I agree with that. Now, if you guys know, British boxing has a lot of phenomenal fighters. They got fighters like Dillian White, Anthony Yard, right? Daniel Dubois, Isaac Chamberlain, people like that. So there's a lot of talent coming up from the UK market. Period. A lot of undefeated fighters, a lot of incredible fighters like even like a Har Davis, people who just sell tickets regardless of win, lose or draw. Fighters like O'Hara Davis show me that British boxing, even if you lose, it's still there. They'll support their fighters still, and people will come to watch a fighter even if they lose. Right? Look at Carol Brook after he fought Triple G. People still showed up to see the Errol Spence fight. So I don't agree with the UK market will fall type thing. I'm not too sure about all that. If anything, that was hype up Daniel Dubois even more, and then Daniel Dubois get a little more attention. And it'll actually make Joshua. It'll probably make British boxing even bigger because if Anthony Joshua, let's just say he takes an L, right, one day, maybe not even be from Wilder by anybody, UK fighters might want to test Joshua more. Elite level UK fighters start fighting each other more. You start seeing more undefeated Anthony Joshua fight undefeated UK fighters. Like Daniel Dubois, for example. I think, in my opinion, the most exciting fight besides the Klitschko fight, of course, was the Dillian White fight. That fight was an incredible fight, and it was a UK fight. So to say the UK market would die is ridiculous. If anything, it'll spread out and explode even more because Anthony Joshua will start fighting more undefeated UK fighters. So, I'm not too sure if I agree with Deontay Wilder there. I see what he's trying to say about the money thing because if you look in the past, there's been so many fighters who made so much money, like Mike Tyson and making like 30 million a fight, or Mayweather making like $100 million a fight. So there is money in the UK. I mean, in America, but I mean, sometimes you gotta have the charisma and everything has to be like right in place. I mean, those are unusual circumstances, and we don't know if people could still make that kind of money. People forget Mayweather's been around for such a long time. He's been dominating the game for like 20 years. So that money has its old money. We gotta see these new people start making that kind of money. And at least in America, we haven't seen it yet. We're gonna see if it can happen. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if comes true. I think Anthony Joshua will always be a big name, and the UK people in general they're really supportive. They're America doesn't support their fighters like UK fighters, man. They'll go all out for their fighters. They'll hype them up. They'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and they can come back stronger. So you look at fighters like Dillian White. He came back strong. He came back off a devastating knockout. And if anything, his name got bigger after he fought and he lost. He got even bigger. So I'm not too sure about the whole taking the L thing. Everyone likes the underdog story. That's what Hollywood's built off of. It's built off people coming up short and then coming back stronger and better, and ultimately achieving what they're supposed to achieve in the end anyway. That's the ultimate comeback story. That's how films are mostly shot in general. Any kind of story, you always want the guy to come with some kind of struggle, right? If he just has everything in the beginning, it seems almost unrelatable. So, if anything, it can make the guy bigger. It can make a bit better story about it. People forget that even Muhammad Ali, when he lost to Joe Frazier, they're both undefeated. And then Ali managed to beat Joe Frazier the second time around. So even Ali, when he was undefeated, he lost to Joe Frazier, he came back, and then he won, and then people think he's the best of all time. So there's most elite level fighters, if you look back in history, have losses anyway. So to simply think everything's gonna fade away because one guy loses is ridiculous. This is a new age in boxing. UK has a lot of phenomenal fighters, and I think in a time will tell how these fighters will do in a world class level. I've already seen people like Dillian White beat world class opposition like a Hellenius and potentially, who knows, a Lucas Brown, former WBA world champion. So we don't know how great these UK fighters are, but it seems like to me they're very elite, and they have a lot of elite level fighters nowadays in the UK. So UK is booming right now, and I honestly think UK could be on the verge of like almost like a renaissance in boxing. I mean, there's so many elite level fighters. It's sort of shocking. I mean, it's incredible actually. I never seen so many elite level fighters from that country. The promotion's really good. The people are behind their fighters, and that's why it's booming over there in UK. And I mean, like, even like lower level fighters, if people are watching, it's always entertaining to watch a good boxing match, right? People representing your country. So yeah, man, the whole I'm gonna stop the UK boom. If anything, it's gonna get more loud. If anything, it's gonna get more loud. Only thing it's gonna do is create a rivalry. So we're gonna see how everything unfolds, man. I'm not too sure about Deontay Wilder's comments. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but that's how he feels, man. Let me know how you guys feel. I know how I feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire.